In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Chat. I am Steve, and as you can see, little Steve's running a little bit late again, so I apologise for that. I hope you've all had a good week. It's been quite a busy one for me. So let's see who we've got in. We've got Evening Pat, and we've got the Dave. So just to recap on this week's show, we're going to be looking at 2020. So that's going to be an interesting and very brief review of the year, I think. Here's the man that's seen Meet the Parents too many times because he was caught trying to milk a cat outside his local CEX earlier today. Evening, little Steve.
Hey, guys.
How's it going, mate? You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. Sorry I'm a bit late.
No, it's all right, mate. It's all right. The fame of all your YouTube videos going to your head, I see you can take the piss a little bit now.
Mate, first of all, I don't know where the words late night show came from. That just came out of my mouth. The second one was, I'd sort of rushed through that second one a bit. I was not massively happy with it, but I just wanted to talk about Commando a little bit. So I thought, well, you know what, actually, I can finish off that tonight, so it's not too bad, but
not bad at all.
Yeah,
I
got it. I've done what you've asked me to do, so I can now rest in peace.
No, you've started it now, mate. I can take a back seat.
You already did, didn't you? Hey guys, thanks for coming and joining us. I really appreciate it.
The fame's gone to his head. The fame's gone to his head, everyone.
I'm kind of a big deal now, mate. I'm sorry.
Oh, right, yeah. 180 views does that to you, Steve.
I'll tell you what, though, mate. Honestly, I was so chuffed that first video. Like, I think last time I checked, it was about 187 views. That's amazing. I'm so chuffed with that. Yeah, I mean, the second one's not great, but it's that first one.
Everyone in the background being your production crew, you just be the star, can't you?
I'm a fucking star. It took me ages, that.
Oh, God. Evening, Peter. Thank you for joining us, mate. Right.
Yeah, go on.
Evening, Rich. What did you say then? Sorry, mate.
I was just about to say it. The David said a classic movie. Honestly, I've had it for about 3 years, I think 4 years. I picked that up, and I never watched it. And then I walked into that CEX the other day, and I was like, I don't recognise that front cover. Maybe I haven't got it. Anyway, I got home and I was like, bollocks. But then when I did a bit of research, I was like, right, I'm chuffed now. I've got it because it's the director's cut.
It's just another duplicate for that. I've got to move when you move house.
Hey, well, this is it. It was just ironic that obviously it happened twice, really. So, but yeah, it's so cheesy. It's so 80s. But I actually do enjoy that more than the Rambo film, I think. At least the part one.
Yeah.
But like the mustaches are amazing. If that was my army, I would definitely fire every one of them because not one of them could hit him. There was so many of them versus one guy. I think the kill count is higher on that than it is on Rambo.
Well, there won't be much of a film, will there, if they all just turned up to his hut, his cabin at the start of the film and killed him?
Not one of them. They're everywhere. They're all over the show. Jesus, I was like, wow. And then the main sort of villain is his old workmate, if you like. He's for want of a better phrase. I can't take him seriously in that vest and the mustache. And the like, I mean, heavy weightlifting gloves. It's so bad.
Yeah,
it's so good though.
Peter's been to see the new Scream this week. Pleasantly surprised.
Oh, okay. I must admit, I've got all of the rest of them, so I would like to catch that at some point. Hey, Monkey Thrifter. Thanks for joining us, guys. Really appreciate it. But yeah, it just threw me a bit. I actually sat there for a few days going, I need to put something out about this because I don't know how I've not seen it. I don't know how I've not seen that film.
No.
But come.
I was just starting off, mate, saying that we're going to be reviewing 2020 now. I did struggle with this one. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not like previous weeks.
How many people have we lost since you said that?
Yeah, and we've got two homeworks to review, haven't we? For the other week. Have you watched them both?
Just the one.
Just the one. Which one? Hologram for King or Maniac?
No, Maniac didn't turn up until day before yesterday.
Right,
I have watched the trailer, and I'm telling you now, he just really wanted. Oh, really?
Mine turned up.
When?
What day are we on today? Thursday, Monday.
No, mine was later than yours then. So, but yeah, I've watched the trailer, and I'm telling you now, he just wanted a sale. It is not because he thinks it's an amazing film.
No, I keep telling you this. Did you not go back and watch it? What he did was that he went to his. Sorry, guys, just in case you're wondering who we're talking about now, we're talking about Andrew Monumental here. He went to his cabinet of stuff that he was selling, and he went through 2 or 3 different films, and then landed on that one because he's selling it for £8. Right, that's what he's done. So
like more vids and live streams for me to get away from the real world. Oh, nice one, Dave. Let's say I'm blown away, mate, by people that have watched it. It's so nice. I do appreciate it. But Shabba's saying everybody ready for World War III. Jesus Christ, it's definitely kicking off, isn't it? Anyway, yeah. So Maniac, did you actually watch it?
Yes. Well, yes, I did.
Oh, okay. So we've got something to talk about then on that one.
Well, should we do Hologram for a King? Let me get last week's notes.
Yeah, let's go with that one first because
that's one that we've both seen now.
Yeah. So that's that one.
Was this last week's notes?
Which week is it? Well, hey, at the end of the day, you should remember how amazing this film was.
Well, apart from the opening scene where he's singing away,
yeah,
it sort of takes a nosedive after that.
It very, very much does. I mean, yeah,
I don't think it actually recovers.
Would you actually class this as a sort of a chick flick / sort of movie where your couples, you just get together and shove it on and turn your brains off, or what? Because I didn't get the chemistry between him and that woman for a start.
So we started. Yes and no. I think this is a film that you put on when you really don't like the girl you're on a first date with.
Oh my god! I mean, visually, it's great, isn't it? Visually, it's lovely. Where he is, I mean, but I don't get it. I don't get what. I mean, was it made from a book? Yeah. I think the book came out, and then not long after the movie.
Yeah. So
I don't know what they were going with, though. Is this like a Life of Pi sort of situation they were trying?
Yeah, I think the
different cultures.
The notes I've put on I've got from last week was a great opening scene, a nice change of the lyrics, because he turns up saying, "How did I end up here?" doesn't he, instead of "How do we end up here?" So it's about him and his life changing scenario that he's going through. I've put great character building throughout all the relationships where he's bouncing between like the taxi driver and the girl and stuff.
Yeah.
It's about it really in the whole film. They're trying
to find... taxi driver was like the strongest character in the movie.
Yeah.
I think the way his arc went was far better than most of them. But the thing is that it's like he goes in and he speaks to that secretary and he's like, "Is he in today?" "Oh no, he's not. No, he's in London or wherever." And he's actually upstairs the whole fucking time.
I'm going to go on a mini adventure then and I'll ask the question again. Where is he?
Tomorrow and the day after and the day after.
Yeah. What else have I put down here? Getting used to another culture, but not it's not being overwhelmed. I think they watered that whole him getting used to being over in Saudi watered down a little bit. He sort of just went, away you go, and everything was dead quick and nice for him. And
yeah,
and as I said, the middle of it just sort of dipped, and I don't think they ever got it back again.
I think as a nice little movie, it's all right, but I would say this is most probably one of the worst films I've ever seen Tom Hanks in. This is probably one of the weakest by a long shot.
Again, though, when Chris picked this one out, he still had a copy sealed. So I think we were sold down the river a little bit on these two films.
No.
Yeah. Lana's saying here, just going slightly off topic, have you heard about the cheap Saturday Cineworld tickets?
No, I didn't know about that.
No, Cineworld have got an offer at the moment, and I think it's $3.99 on a Saturday to go and watch a film.
Oh, that's all right. Hey, lady.
So,
that's all right.
If you've got a local Cineworld near you, go and check it out, and then we've got something to talk about next week. Especially since the Batman's out this week.
Really?
It's out on Thursday. It's out Thursday.
Peter's put the No Way Home's out on Blu-ray on the 4th of April. Last time I checked that, it didn't say when it was coming out. So I'll have to put a pre-order in for that, I think.
Shabba saying he's watched Alita Battle Angel. Now, I really did enjoy that film. I quite like that one.
Yeah.
Now we're going to watch the tickets. Yeah, so I'm thinking Hologram for a King is probably the better one out of the two. If you like your 80s slasher movies without it being an 80s slasher movie, then there you go. I can't really talk about it much, Steve, because you've not seen it. So.
Oh, okay. So you're going to hold back, so you don't want to ruin it for me. Is that what you're saying? It's that good a film.
It's a mix for me between the comedy of the death scenes in Evil Dead, to a little bit like Silence of the Lambs, where he takes the trophies of his victims, and you've just got the awful death shot. There's a great slow-mo scene of the bloke getting his head shot off with a shotgun.
Very nice.
But we can discuss it properly next week. I'll watch it and we can discuss it during the week, and that way we're not boring everybody else that haven't seen it.
Yeah, cool.
So I'll be probably sending my back for a refund as item not working or something after this. So I apologize if I've bought it off anyone in the group. But, yeah.
Fucking rental service. Like a fan.
It's scratched. It doesn't work.
Yeah. Jesus. Oh no, I'm gonna keep mine in pride and place in my collection.
Yeah.
It's gonna be out of print at some point. Jesus, if it's that bad.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking we've probably got the only 2 copies that are still in circulation.
Sold.
Sold. Done. Yes, I've got rid of that shit out of my collection. It's finally gone. Right. Yeah. Watch it anyway, Steve, and let us know what you think.
Yeah, I will.
Right. Let's go to the year review, shall we?
Okie dokie.
Right. So this week's year review is 2020. So it's the year before the world. Well, it's the year that the world fell apart, really, wasn't it? And everything got delayed and pushed back and cancelled and everything else.
I think the majority of things ended up being streaming services, TV shows, by the looks of it.
Yeah. So a lot of mine that I did watch was just exactly that. It was either Amazon Prime exclusive or Netflix exclusive, or The movies that were released were pushed out onto like Disney Plus or whatever else, and so I think it was a really bad year for cinema. Not necessarily a great year for movies either. Do you want to start with your top 5, Steve?
Yeah, like I say, same with you, really. I noticed that there was a lot less released. So I've gone with number 5, I've got Tenet. Number 4, there's a film called, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's a film called Freaky.
That's like the Freaky Friday one, isn't it? With Johnny Moore.
Like that, but it's a killer.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that one. Birds of Prey at number 3.
Mm-hmm.
I've got number 2, I've got Bad Boys for Life, which is a really strong movie for me. I like that. I really like that. And then at number 1, Boss Level. Just a massive laugh, that film.
No, I like Frank Grillo as well, and I think he's superb in whatever he's in.
I think, yeah, but I think it's one of those situations where it's a bit like Groundhog Day, in it, where he just gets so pissed off as he keeps going through the movie, through the same things.
Yeah.
I
just love the opening scene in that, where he goes, "Now every day I get about 30 seconds further into the day."
Yeah.
And then he starts remembering what's going on, and then some days he just doesn't give a shit, does he? He just sits there and just gets killed. But yeah, Boss Level's a good film. What about your mentions, mate? Where are you going with them?
There's only a couple that I got on there, which was Extraction, and although it is slated a bit, I enjoyed it. But it's the Wonder Woman 1984.
No, I wasn't a big fan of that.
Yeah, I thought that was okay. But that's
I think they've missed a big trick in 1984 where...
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They could have had it so much 80s orientated, considering the fact it was meant to be in the 80s.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get it.
It was... Yeah. So, my top 5, Boss Level is in there.
Yeah.
Borat 2. Batman, Death of Family. That's the animated DC films. There was quite a few of them released in 2020.
Okay.
And re-released in 2020 again, because obviously no one was watching anything new. Project Power, which was the Netflix one.
I don't think I watched that.
No, where they take the pills.
Oh, maybe.
And they get superpowers.
Yeah.
And Bloodshot, which is the Vin Diesel one. Now, I really enjoyed it.
Hyped up to hell, but it didn't blow me away.
No, well, it was hyped up to hell because it was one of the lower end comic book movies, weren't it, coming out at the time, and it wasn't an Avengers movie.
No. You can definitely tell that it was a struggle that year.
Yeah, it's definitely a struggle.
People, the studios are holding back on things, and yeah. I'm not saying it was a bad movie, Peter. I liked Bloodshot, but I don't know if I'd watch it again.
Yeah, I don't think you've watched any of those. Catan, you probably haven't. It wasn't a great movie year for blockbusters.
Really.
Everything that was meant to be released in 2020 is getting released this year.
Yeah,
that's why we've seen so much of Top Gun Maverick, because it was meant to have been out 2020. My mentions, I've gone with Monster Hunter, The Old Guard, which again is Netflix.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Love versus Monsters, again, that's Netflix. War with Grandpa, that was quite funny. Robert De Niro and his going to war with his grandkid. And Spencer Confidential, which is the Mark Wahlberg one where he's in prison and whatever else.
Yeah.
Here's one for you. What was your worst movie of that year? We so often look at the good movies, but we never look at the bad ones.
I don't know, to be honest with you. Let me have a quick butchers and I'll tell you.
So there's the question. There's a question for the chat. What was your worst movie for 2020?
What that you just thought? Oh my god, I'm not watching that again.
Yeah.
I, no, it's not that because I enjoyed that. That
The
Fat
New
Man, that was
Mutants
all
was
right.
awful.
Huh?
The New Mutants was awful.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't what they expected it to be, though, was it? Let's
No.
be honest. The it just the story was all over the show.
Bill and Ted, yeah.
Yes, I'll go with that. Actually, yeah, absolutely, I will go with that. The Bill and Ted one. But I don't even think I picked that up. You know, I think that's unusual, really, because I've got the others.
Apologies, I think my mic's playing up again. Oh no, it's sorted itself out. No,
I
yeah.
didn't think Halloween was terrible. I didn't think Halloween was terrible.
Hubie Halloween was awful.
Who be Halloween?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know which one that
That's
was.
the Adam Sandler one, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That
but
was
again, it just
absolutely
churns them out for the sake of churning them out.
Yeah.
What a question. Yeah, go on, Dave. What do you reckon was the worst movie of 2020?
So for me, I've put Jiu-Jitsu down.
What was that?
It's do you know what's the bloke's name now? Do you know Kickboxer like Revelations and stuff like that? The new kickboxer movies. It's got him in it. It's got Nicolas Cage in it.
Oh, okay. Well, it must be good then.
It's a little bit like Mortal Kombat, where they have every like so many years. There's like this fighter from another universe that comes through a portal.
Really?
Yeah, and then people have got to selected to go and fight him, and if they beat him, then the world's saved for another couple of years. The premise of it is really, really good. The film's just shite.
The execution, not so good.
Yeah, it's just shit. But no, I wouldn't recommend Jiu-Jitsu. So that will go on my worst movie for 2020. Now, a little bit of me that Shabba actually enjoyed that Alona Holmes.
What's that?
Alona Holmes. I actually enjoyed that. Yeah, Peter, Nicolas Cage.
You have to watch a Nicolas Cage movie.
Nicolas Cage was sort of like the Raiden of Mortal Kombat in this awful film.
Literally, I don't know what they must. How did they spin these things to him? Do you know what I mean? It's like, do you want to know another crap movie where we pay you a fortune? Yeah, go on then. Why not?
Yeah, why not? No one's going to watch it.
I wonder which actor has the back catalogue of movies that people generally haven't watched.
Christopher Lambert. How many films of Christopher Lambert can you actually say that you've seen apart from Fortress, Highlander, and Mortal Kombat?
You know what? Fortress was a great film.
And they ruined it with the second one.
Yeah, Fortress 2, yeah. I think his accent was. I think his English was a bit off back then. I think I watched something where they had some real struggles. Some of the movies that he was in because nobody could understand him.
Yeah, Bruce Willis's last decade of movies. I don't think I've seen many of them. How many new Die Hards has he been in? Are we on Die Hard 8 yet?
Oh God. Well, was he? Oh, it weren't you I was talking to. I was watching something on YouTube the other day. They were saying I was looking at what movies had been cancelled since Disney took over Fox. Is it? Or it was Fox, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And one of them that was penciled in, like, was sort of pre-production, was a prequel to Die Hard. And what they would do is they'd be flitting between like Bruce Willis, younger Bruce Willis, and then the older version of him, and to the point where in the next movie afterwards they could have a franchise of more prequels moving up to it. But that was like ready to go if you weren't already filming, and it got panned the second they bought them out. But that was like the biggest movie out of all the ones that were supposed to be happening.
See, that will be just as bad for me as all these Predator prequels.
I think what they're looking at is if you look at something like Looper, where it was already sort of done with a different character, obviously, but with Bruce Willis, and it was semi-successful. So to have it like flip between an older Bruce Willis and the sort of younger Bruce Willis, they probably thought it would work.
But to me, that's Jason Lovett, what's his face, isn't it? Who's the younger bounty hunter in Looper.
Yeah.
To me, he's the one that makes the film, not Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
So, because I've seen the artwork for Prey, which is this new Predator movie where they go back to bloody native Indian America, don't they? And that's where this is all filmed in now. As a native Indian woman who can't become a warrior because it's not her tribe's way, but yes, she's going to go up against an extraterrestrial predator and probably win, because that's going to be the premise of all these films now, aren't they? The predators have been so watered down, they're no longer dangerous anymore.
I can see that being like a cartoon sketch off like Rick and Morty or something.
Yeah,
the predator just walks in and goes, "What's the point?"
She's gonna lose with a blowpipe and poison darts or some shit, and that's going to be 2 hours of her dancing around with a predator. To me, that's what a prequel to Die Hard will be. It'll be John McClane becoming from a police officer to a detective. It'll be the case that made him into the detective that he was in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But they'll get a few more out of it, won't they? And it's
it'll be like going back to see why Martin Riggs is a fucked up that he is in Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
It's
what happens when they run out of ideas, though, mate. We know this, don't we?
Yeah.
But I was quite surprised how far down the production line that thing got before it got panned by Disney. The effect of the mouse sort of thing.
So, just on that pretense, then you mentioned Bad Boys for Life. Now they've gone the other way with Bad Boys for Life. They've obviously brought in this new super duper police team that Marcus and Mike are gonna manage in the next films. Would you like it if they brought, say, Michael B. Jordan and Kevin Hart in to play a younger version of Mike and Marcus?
No, probably not.
Because that's what they could have done, but they haven't. They've gone the other way with this.
The thing is, but for me, this is arguably, for me, I found the third one as strong as the first one. I think if I ranked them, I would go 1, 3, 2. I think that is it's an enjoyable movie for me. I think it's one that I would definitely go back and watch multiple times. Which I can't say that about a lot of these movies recently that have come out 15, 20 years after the first one or two. It's like when you say they're on about that Scream, I'm hoping that's actually right, and it is a decent movie. But they just can't. There's so many that are just cashing in. So many. It's ruining them, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, how much I haven't seen Afterlife yet, but it's not. I'm not hearing great things about it.
It's a very nostalgia strong movie, Afterlife, and it's not as bad as the 2016 one.
Okay. Well, yeah.
So yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, but how much hype was on that? You know what I mean? And that's the thing, isn't it?
So
I was really looking forward to that.
So Scream. Peter says he was presently surprised when he went to see it earlier on.
Yeah.
And Shabba says it's a 5.5 out of 10.
It's people's perception, though, isn't it? I suppose it's your own perception, isn't it?
Yeah. Some people like The Greatest Showman, and I just despise it.
You loved it. Don't even lie.
Fucking 3 hours of my life I'm never getting back. You can tell it's back some swearing.
Oh, I won't like you when you're angry.
I know. Right, so go on then. Answer your question. Your worst movie for 2020.
I thought we did. I thought I answered that.
No,
because it was.
You went to have a look at it. You went talking about.
No, I'm gonna go with Shabba. I'm gonna go with Shabba on it. Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted.
Yeah, without a doubt. I didn't buy the daughters really. I didn't think that was relatively necessary, and it was all a bit all over the show again. But you got, I don't know. It was just, it could have been, if it'd been done about 10 years before, it might have been all right.
Don't this. No, it's awful.
He loved it. He loved it, Rich. Honestly, you should see him. He's so excited when he watched it.
It's awful. Underwater. What was underwater?
I have just seen that on here when I looked. The days gone by. Underwater, a crew of oceanic researchers working for a deep sea. Oh, it's the one with Kristen Stewart in. Is that the one where she's got her head shaved or something? Brilliant
that's
company.
on Netflix, isn't it? At the moment.
Yeah, trying to get to safety after mysterious earthquake devastates their deep water research and drilling facility located at the bottom of the Marina Trench. I've probably spelled that right. I probably butchered that, but never mind.
Chicago slept through it. Yeah, I don't like musicals either, Shabba.
Yeah, I remember turning that underwater on and then turning it off again.
I just wish people just stop recommending them to me.
What's that? Musicals.
Yeah.
Well, it's at least you haven't mentioned it live on air, mate. So nobody can do that again.
That'll be it now. Homework this week will be a fucking musical.
Right.
Let's move off this topic, shall we? Pickups of the week. I'm afraid to say this is the only one. I've been a bit busy this week with work.
That has to be your best pickup of the week.
Yeah. I've been a bit busy this week with work, and now bloody Storm Gladys is on the way in as well. She can fuck off and all. But yeah, that was a quick one for me, that, mate. I did say to Lana, though, I am off work this weekend. So I'm planning on going sourcing tomorrow. It's payday. I want to go and spend some money. And then I've got my tattoo on Saturday. So,
all right. Yeah. That's come round, hasn't it?
So I'm hoping my pickups are going to be a bit more exciting next week.
Hazy. I saw an advert on Facebook that seen it earlier on where he was doing his own Arnie impression.
Evening Z.
Put a cookie jar or something with it. Put the cookie down. It's fucking awesome.
No, let's see what you've picked up, mate.
Well, I went into one of the charity shops and I think someone had literally just walked in with a bag of donated Poundland Blu-rays. So I'm not going to pronounce these ones, but I'll just reel them off. They got that one there. Dragon Blade. That's with Jackie Chan in it.
Mm-hmm.
Street Kings. I like Forrest Whitaker, so that's pretty good. Last Nights.
I enjoyed that film last night.
Has that got? Oh, it's got Morgan Freeman in as well.
Yeah.
Kidnapping, whatever that is, with Anthony Hopkins in. Summerstown. Honestly, these I regretted these the second I picked them up. The Crazies, but with the lenticular cover.
Yeah, that was all right, that film.
Yeah, Yellowstone, which is a BBC thing. So that's the crap out of the way. Now, I got a movie called Eden, which is based on a true story. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
My director's cut of Commando. Here's one I didn't have before. Escape from New York.
Ooh. The
BFG. Bloody Birthday, which is a 88 film one. See, now, actually, I'm going to... What's that? What do you say?
There's a couple of them.
I don't know. I literally saw it and I was like, that looks pretty cool. But, so...
Oh, am I thinking of Happy Death Day?
No, I think Happy Death Day is definitely one of them. But this... I didn't twig right, but I literally picked this up at CEX. It's only about £4 or whatever, and I brought it home. And I was like, they had, you know, if you go to CEX, you've got those little stickers for like O2 and EE and stuff like that, right? So on the back was two O2 stickers, and I was like, what are they doing on there? And I pulled it off. I'm not going to show it, but there is a lady with her boobies out. So they'd literally covered her with two O2 stickers. I was howling, absolutely howling. I couldn't believe it. I got Bait in 3D, which I thought that might be a decent shark film.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to give that one a go. People Under the Stairs, Arrow edition. So it has got a reversible cover on this, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I'm not going to get it out. And then my last one was the Manchester City Record Breaker Centurions DVD.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I've got a few, but like I say, a lot of them other ones, it's if I ever get around to it, but these ones are the main ones for me this week. And then obviously the Spider-Man ones, which I did on the first video.
All right, okay. Your multiple versions of the same film.
The Homecoming and the Far From Home. But yeah, that's it. That's what I got this week. So not a massive amount spent, to be fair. It was the charity shop ones were nice and cheap, but I couldn't leave them in there. And then I got home and realised some of them had the stickers on that you would get in Poundland. So
local blind society charity shop does Blu-rays and DVDs 3 for £1. So I thought, I'll go up there this week and go and have a look. I got up there and they not really had much to choose from, really. So, yeah, I'm going sourcing tomorrow. I'm going to spend some money. No, me, I'll probably come back with loads of Warhammer and forget that I said I'm going to buy some.
Yeah. There's the Warhammer figure I picked up this week.
Yeah, it's Warhammer. Well, where's my little tub of Army Peter Speed paints I've picked up because they were released this week for all you Warhammer and hobbyists. The new Army Peter Speed paints were released this week.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I put what I did this week was I started boxing up some of the DVDs and stuff. I've done the TV series of DVDs. I've got 7 banana boxes and 3 smaller boxes. So that's them done. I've not started the Blu-ray yet.
Have you put them in alphabetical order as you've been putting them away?
No, because to be fair, they were already in some sort of resemblance of an order when I put them on the shelves. So technically, I can just take them out and put it the same way it was. Hopefully. But yeah, I had this when I got to Morrison's and they gave me a load of banana boxes for the move.
Yeah.
to struggle to get them home. And I thought, you know what, they're sat there empty. It's not like I can fold them down, so I might as well start filling them up.
So
I literally filled all of them.
you're speaking of Morrison's, where we joined this app, Too Good To Go. It's where shops and people give the stuff away at the end of the day. You pay like £3 and you get 15 quid's worth of stuff. Today, Lana come home with a Morrison's box.
Yeah.
And it was full of cakes. I was like, yes. So we've got a banana box here if you want it.
yeah. Bring it with you just in case I need a spare one.
Yeah.
Okay, now. But yeah, I sort of looked at it and I was like, oh no. I did not think I would feel like 7 or 8 banana boxes just to TV shows. Oh my god, what have I done? So I'm regretting this already. But yeah, Joanne said Bait and People Under the Stairs are great films. So yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate that. I think Lou loves a shark film, so I don't think I'd have to argue to put that one on as she'll watch it. But the People Under the Stairs, that's going to be me. She's not. I will show you now while we're here. This is what caught me at first because the arrows have an alternate thing. Can you see that?
Yeah.
That's like weird as hell. But then when I got home and I was like, oh, it's reversible, and turned it around, I was like, yeah, I recognise that picture now. But yeah, it's cool. Go with the rest of my arrow collection, which is up there somewhere. We had the app a few years ago. Specific times, what's that? Any killer donuts, Big Steve?
No killer donuts. No killer donuts. Oh, I did see that I was tempted by the 3D print of the xenomorph on the toilet.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That will fit really nicely with the artwork that we've got with Hulk and Spider-Man. To be honest, that'd be absolutely superb.
It's a bloody thing I got tagged in earlier on, which is the log. Ian tagged me in on the movie groups, the bloody commando log. That's amazing. But then actually, what I did then is I thought I'll have a quick search on eBay, and you can buy NECA commandos. They're probably about £100, but it's pretty worth it. What I was looking for is like with the accessories where you've got the big rocket launcher and everything else. I was like, I wonder if there's a log. I literally had to check just to see if there was a log in these things. Yeah. It's awesome.
Can you still hear me, Steve? Shabba says my.
I can, but you sound like a bit farther away, to be honest.
Right. Okay. 2 seconds, guys. Do I sound like you on your video?
I don't know what that is. What the hell is that? Is that like my mic adjusting or something?
I don't know. Is that better?
Yeah, it's better that.
Yeah. I don't know, mate. You just go really, really low on your volume on your video. But then I turn my TV up really loud on the soundbar so I can hear you. And then the next video blows the bloody walls apart. Right.
Well, like I say, it's a work in progress, isn't it? I mean, I was thinking to myself, I was like, I remember watching one of Chrissy's like first video, and he was pretty much sat in the dark. It was just it was terrible. I mean, he'll say that himself, to be fair.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, you can only go up from there, really. It can't be. But like I say, for the people that weren't here at the start, I was so grateful for the amount of views we got. It was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. But if it entertains people, then I'm happy. I just wanted that second one to be a bit more detailed than it was, but never mind. I'll work on it.
Do you know what? Let's go for free for all.
Yeah, go for it.
So the reason why I cut little Steve off there because he was talking about his YouTube videos is that I actually want to talk about them now.
All right, okay.
You know, we've waited so flipping long for you to put a video out, and you put 2 out in a week. What's going on?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of a big deal now, mate. So you know, I have to please my fans. But no, it just like I said, I got to a point where I was like, I'm going to have to figure this out. You know, I'm literally going to have to figure it out. I sat there. I had a good couple of hours to mess around with like a thumbnail app, and I was trying to mess about with iMovie, which seems easier on my phone than it does on my Mac, which is a bit strange. But yeah, I was watching videos and trying to figure out the best way of doing it. I thought I've just got to do it. So yeah, I mean, like I say, he's not perfect. I'd like to have little things in the corner and that sort of jazz, but I was just happy that I managed to get a thumbnail together, to be fair.
No, that you've done really well, mate. And speaking about big deals,
there he is.
I have arrived.
How are you, sir?
Blame yourself, Andrew. Because
got
by the sounds of it doesn't sound great.
Have you watched this?
No. Of course I haven't watched it. It was simply a ploy so I could sell my copy to one of your viewers, and it worked.
Who bought it?
David. I don't know if he's in the chat, but thank you, David, for your purchase. I hope you enjoy it.
So hang on, it was supposed to go down to you, wasn't it?
Oh, he's gone.
There we go, nice and quick.
Well, he was going to give it to Lana to pass over to me when Lana saw him the day after, but it never came up in conversation between him and Lana. I think they both forgot, and I never reminded them of it. And
Sorry.
then, yeah.
What was it about? I've no clue.
Let's just say
you probably enjoy it, actually, to be honest, Andrew. It's right up your street, I reckon.
I've
got about £6 invested in mine, so it better be good.
I've heard that it's a cult classic.
You should know Andrew well enough by now. He's not that. No, yeah, definitely.
I made a £5 profit on that DVD. I was well happy.
You made it?
I don't know. Yeah, you'll have to watch it now, Andrew, and tell us what you think. Now you've made me watch it.
I'd love to, but unfortunately, my only copy is now elsewhere in the country in somebody else's hands.
I'll send this one down with Lana.
Now, come on. That was very kind of you. Regrettably, every DVD player in the house, all 12 of them, has broken.
Don't let him wreck that front.
There you have it, ladies and gents. Don't buy a DVD from UK.
I've got some other fantastic suggestions for titles that I just recently acquired. How do you feel about a brand new sealed copy of London Has Fallen?
Now, I actually enjoy London Has Fallen. It's not as good as Olympus Has Fallen, but it's better than Angel Has Fallen.
Anything's better than Angel Has Fallen, let's be honest.
I think I give up after the first one, to be fair, on those.
London's not so bad, Steve. You probably enjoy London, but like you say, Angel's just a bit too far.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you've not seen it, I've got a brand new and sealed copy available for the bargain price of £2.45.
I think I can quite confidently say that in every single charity shop in Grantham, there is at least one copy of that film.
I can guarantee, though, that none of them are new and sealed like mine.
Well, this is it. That's very true. I'll still have to open it to view it.
Do you want a disc that, somebody with greasy fingers, they probably just went.
Somebody that eats KFC.
People who, the great unwashed have touched, put in their DVD player where they've probably been playing Bloody Debbie Does Dallas just before it, or a lovely, pristine, brand new copy that's in perfect condition that nobody has touched. I know which one I'd go for.
I think Shabba's going to set you up there, mate.
Yeah,
that is a good idea, Shabba. Actually, I have got some Bollywood music DVDs. Now, I'm the only seller of these in the UK because they're from India and the prices on them are in rupees. But If you want to buy one, you're gonna have to share it because let's be honest, nobody else has got one. I'll do you a deal. £9.95 free shipping.
Do you know when we move little Steve in a couple of months or whenever this goes through, you'll have to do that. We'll have to all have a movie night, and then we could do like a live review or something.
Yeah, we'll pick up something. Definitely. I'd like that. That'd be good.
I need to come to Grantham. That is my place of birth. That is, you know.
I know we're still trying to get over it.
That is hallowed ground.
That explains a lot because Grantham's a shithole.
Well, it was a toss-up between a Margaret Thatcher statue and a monumental statue. They weren't sure. So they went with Thatcher.
I'm assuming as to which one to pull down first.
It takes pride in place in front of the town hall, but they haven't put it up yet.
So I was a bit devastated this week. Go back on topic a little bit.
Are you going to be all right?
Because first of all, this little piece of shit arrived and I ended up watching it. and then I read that they're taking the Marvel series off Netflix.
Yes.
So Daredevil, Punisher, Iron Fist, and Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, they're coming off Netflix.
They are, but
then I get an email from Disney Plus saying, guess what? We're having all the new content now. And because Charlie Cox appeared in bloody No Way Home as Daredevil, they're bringing all of them over to Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So you can have the joy of watching Netflix original Marvel series on Disney Plus as of the 3rd of March, I think he said, didn't he?
I'm going to watch them all using obviously the Disney Plus subscription that my accountant pays for, and not me. But I'm going to do a session watching through them all again, I think. Although, you know, that will mean I'll have to put up with the frigging Defenders or whatever it's called.
Now, you can watch them without watching the Defenders.
Oh, yeah.
Iron Fist Season 2 as well, which I never actually completed.
I don't think I completed.
They weren't in Iron Fist Season 2.
There was.
Was they?
That's how bad it was.
No. I thought they scrapped it after the first season, Iron Fist.
Yeah.
The second season, and then they scrapped it because it was shit.
No, I now need to watch Iron Fist Season 2.
It's funny you say that, Pete, because there's talk about a crossover series between Daredevil and Punisher, and this is where they're bringing John back as Punisher. But he's also going to cross over with a big Marvel star. Now, if you know your Marvel stuff, the Punisher and Black Widow did quite a bit together, so I don't think they're going to bring Scarlett Johansson into it, but there might be another Black Widow. And that's where they're probably going to bounce it off between the three.
Punisher for me was my favourite one out of all those series.
Yeah, Punisher was superb.
He was great in it.
Yeah, so I'm what I was going to say. I thought it was already confirmed that he was doing another season of
Punisher.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming back. John. Oh, what's his surname now?
McClane.
John McClane. John Matrix out of Commando.
It's is it John Basham or how do you pronounce his surname?
I'm just going to let you have all the spotlight here.
Anyway, yeah, he's coming back. He's been, but they won't recast him because obviously, because you've
John
got
Romita Senior.
Who?
Is it Romita?
No.
What the fuck?
Romita.
I swear on this channel because I just did.
No, it's not.
It's John.
No, it's the wrong one I'm looking at there.
I've heard Matt Damon's coming back as the Punisher.
Matt Damon.
In which universe was Matt Damon ever been the Punisher?
Well, whichever one it was, him or the other
He's been
one.
Loki.
Dolph
the one who-
Lundgren.
The one who was fucking doing songs and stealing cars and shit. He looks like Matt Damon. What's his fucking name?
Stealing cars and shit.
Oh, what's his name? He was.
It's a fun
Was
fact
it
for
Magic
you.
Mike as well?
Channing Tatum.
No, not him. Then no, the other one. What's his fucking name? How can I have? It's just because I've been drinking cider. He was in the Punisher film. He was the fucking lead man in it.
Oh, there was two, wasn't there? There was Not
Not the one with the good actor, who's not Hollywood A-lister, but the one with the one who's now a Hollywood A-lister.
Ray. What's his name?
I'm gonna have to look it up now.
It's Thomas Jane.
Tommy Jane was in the first one.
Not Thomas Jane.
And it was Ray. Is it Ray Stevens?
Right, who am I thinking of? He used to be in fucking New Kids on the Block or something.
Kids on the Block. Ray Stevenson.
Ray Stevenson.
Yeah,
He was the one in the Punisher. The second Punisher, wasn't it? Tommy Lane.
Yeah.
Was it Tommy Jane was in the first one with John Travolta? Dolph
Yeah.
Lundgren's played the Punisher.
Dolph Lundgren, that's the one I meant earlier. Yeah.
He's played the Punisher. Who was the first person to bring?
I'm thinking of Max Payne. I'm
Max
thinking of Max
Payne.
Payne. Yeah, I'm thinking of Max Payne.
Yeah.
That's completely different altogether.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking of Max Payne. That's where I've got confused.
Yeah.
Right, I've got. We're not doing a quiz tonight. I'd have failed that one.
Well, there you go, Rich. You need to introduce me to him because I love everything he does.
All right, suck up.
I just couldn't think of his fucking surname.
And Mark Wahlberg is the one that I was thinking of.
Yeah, Matt Wahlberg.
Yeah, no, I can't stand him.
Nice one, Z. Yeah. And
Mark Wahlberg's another one. Can you name how many movies of his you've actually watched that you actually know it's him?
Do you mean to completion?
Yeah.
Fucking
Daddy Cone.
Man.
Pain and Gain.
You watch Pain and Gain?
Yeah.
Is that the one
Did you
with
just watch Pain and Gain because The Rock's got his top off all the way through it?
Yeah.
Well, this is it. It reminds me of you.
Oh, cheers.
What was
I
that
sing
sniper
like a
one?
rock.
Was that the Lone Survivor?
Yeah.
Was that Matt Wahlberg? That was a good film.
You'll have obviously watched him in the Transformers films.
Yeah.
No, I didn't like him in the Transformers films.
I don't like him in any film. So, you know, apart from Ted and Ted 2.
Oh yeah, the Ted films.
Yeah, he did the Ted films, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. It's a
He's
shame.
in Uncharted, didn't he now?
It's a shame they never carried on the Planet of the Apes series with him the way because they sort of ended where he landed in Washington, didn't he? But it was like in the Apes Washington and not our Washington.
Yeah, so he landed right next to the Statue of Liberty in Washington, didn't he?
Yeah. And
That's another one I've seen. Instant Family, I've seen that. The Italian Job, The Other Guys, The Departed, Deepwater Horizon, Patriots.
I don't think
Patriots
I've ever
Day.
watched. Oh no, I have watched it actually.
He's in The Fighter, but I haven't seen that yet.
Marky wasn't he? Marky Mark when he was in New Kids on the Block or whatever it was.
The Gambler, that wasn't bad. He's been in loads, mate, hasn't he? He's been absolute loads.
Three Kings was a good film.
Yeah.
I did enjoy that.
Yeah, he was in quite a few movies. But that Max Payne was terrible. I think I've seen Contraband as well. That was another one he was in. That was probably the weaker of the Planet of the Apes, so wasn't it? That was that. I want to say was that Tim Burton?
It was supposed to reboot the series.
Yeah, which Dinted it, really.
Nothing came of it, did they? And then they
No.
redid Planet of the Apes, and then obviously the Battle of Planet of the Apes and Dawn of Planet of the Apes, or whatever it was called.
This trilogy is brilliant.
Have
I
they
like the original though as well.
New studies available on Prolific.
Oh, right. Have they ended the latest fucking reboot of Planet of the Apes then?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's done now as well, is it? Right.
Yeah. That 3 movies that was done.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, they could have made a TV series spin-off or something of that. Maybe
Well, there was an original TV series back in the
yeah,
day.
that's the original TV series, and it's 1970s revival.
That's the one with Matt Wahlberg.
Yeah, I know.
And then those 3.
Talking of TV series and stuff like that, Katie Sackhoff. So she was Starbuck in Battlestar Galactica. She was in Another Life, and she's Bo-Katan in
The Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian. So they've just announced that they've cancelled Another Life.
But that makes sense because it fucking ended.
It ended. This is why I don't see why people are so upset about it. The end of the series was quite.
That was it. It was done. There was no.
Why are they upset about not making season 3?
This Twitter storm and whatever. There's no season. And I thought, well, I wasn't expecting one.
No, it was done. End of. Boom.
Done. End of.
Yeah, done. All explained. Put in the box. The end. Stamp. Put it away.
It was the perfect ending to a series. It tied up. It left no loose ends whatsoever.
No.
Oh, devastating! Netflix are cancelled. Well, of course they have. There's no story to tell.
However, the new Battlestar Galactica, the reboot, that's not a reboot. It's a continuation, but not a continuation. But it's in the same universe as the other one. It's confusing. I don't know how you can have 2 Battlestar Galacticas in the same universe, but that's what they're going with. She signed on for that.
Yeah.
So
when you say it's in the same, which universe though? Is it in the one where they all went bloody religious because they decided to launch a religious campaign against fucking Al Qaeda and whatever, and so they were paralleling that, and it was just, you're distracted.
The 2004 reboot.
Oh, can't they do it in the original series? So much opportunity to explore without all the religious undertones.
So the 2004 reboot is what they're going to be basing this reboot on. Now it's in the same. It's in the same universe.
Well, it's just gonna clone another Battlestar. I call it Galactica.
Yeah. So I don't know how they're going to do it or why they're doing it. But if they're going to do Battlestar Galactica again, give me the dark, gritty one without the religious undertones. However, the original Battlestar was quite religious anyway, but not as much as this one went in season 3.
Yeah.
But to bring back characters, because they were talking about Jamie Bamber coming back. Now, he was Apollo.
Yeah, he was good. He performed well in that role. He's a good actor.
So I don't know how
he should be in more Hollywood films because he's got the talent. He's got the good looks, but I haven't seen him since Law and Order. But yeah.
No, apparently Mark Wahlberg wasn't in New Kids in the Block.
It was his brother. I knew there was some link to it. It was in my head.
No,
I've got extremist views on Mark Wahlberg.
I don't know Catan about Lightyear, to be honest.
I'm not massively blown away by it yet. I bet it's a fun movie, but I just wish they didn't do it, to be honest.
Yeah, Jason Momoa going into the new Fast and Furious. Is this Dom's cousin or something that's coming back to fight him this time?
I sold a Jason Momoa film the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah, Wolf, I think it was called.
Okay.
Obviously, it was fully tested as per the description, so I didn't watch a second of it.
New and sealed, mate. You don't have to test it, do you?
This was a second-hand copy that was fully tested before sale. If you're in the chat and you bought it from me and it works, thanks for the testing process.
So, which DVDs are you going to recommend that you try and sell us this week, Andrew?
Well, I think if we just bear with me a moment, I'm sure I can come up with some fantastic suggestions for us to
that nobody can find anywhere bar there.
Let's have a look.
While he does that, should we get the wheel up?
Oh, yes, that's a very good point. When are you going to sell me the 2009 Enterprise, Andrew?
Not for sale, sadly.
There's a battle going on here. Richard's gone. He was in New Kids on the Block. Strong statement there, Rich. Don't want to mess with Laney though. I'm not going to lie.
So I'm telling you, there is a connection there. Right, what is in the Monumental UK store on DVD that is rare?
Right, let's get this wheel up while he's deciding what he's doing.
Daughters of Darkness.
And then...
Right. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
We need to take 2020 off as well.
'93.
Another good one, that'll be. Yeah, take 2020 off, mate.
Ooh,
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park 93.
Yes.
Oh, I'll tell you what, right? The film you two are going to watch, it's not even one I've got for sale.
Wow.
But the film you're going to watch, we're doing 93. Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, brilliant.
There you go, folks. Not even in my DVD collection. And
wow, you're so good to us, Andrew.
Well,
Super Mario Brothers.
I tell you what, I'll go to Wrexham tomorrow. I'm sure I'll find it in the charity shop there somewhere.
No, you won't, but I've got it on Blu-ray. Whoop, whoop.
You actually paid money for it?
Yeah, of course I did. It's class.
So what are we doing then? 1993 and Super Mario.
Yes. Yes, we are. Check it. I don't think it's up here. It might be in my superhero bit.
Because obviously, you know, an Italian.
No, this is it now. This is where we've lost little Steve while he's looking through jeeps and jeeps and jeeps of Spider-Man. And
no, I think it's over there. So for what it's worth, I'm going to have to go all the way over there to find it, I think.
That sounds like a real hardship for you.
It does when you consider what's in front of the bloody things. But yeah, I'm happy with that. I'll take that all day. Mario Brothers.
Or, alternatively...
No.
We said Mario Brothers now.
No. We've agreed. It's been written, so it shall be done.
Or, your alternative is Life in the Dream House, starring Barbie. A 16-minute DVD certificate view, party/birthday gift, available for a bargain price of £1.99 shipped.
So how are you making money on that? Because that must be about £3 to post.
No.
So let's ask you the same question that I asked little Steve before. What was your worst movie of 2020?
Fuck me, did they have any movies in 2020?
Were you not watching the first half of the show?
Oh,
I was out.
No.
he was watching Love Actually for the 15th time.
Let's think about the fucking films that come out in 2020. So that should take about 2 seconds.
If it's any consolation, mate, it was the year of Netflix and Amazon exclusives.
I'm going to say... I liked Greenland. That was okay. That came out on Amazon in 2020, didn't it? Tenant was 2020. That was... Oh, it's on fucking Sky Movies now. That fucking Mila Djokovic one that has no plot to it whatsoever.
Monster Hunter.
Yeah. What what is it?
It's based on the computer game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Monster Hunter. There's no plot. At least all the other terrible films have a plot.
At least all the other terrible films have a plot.
Yeah. What did you two go for?
I went with Jiu-Jitsu.
And I even forgot it. Bill and Ted.
No. At least that had a plot.
Did it though?
Fucking more of a plot than Monster Hunter. We should...
Oh, look what I've just found.
3 copies of Super Mario.
Fucking Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, brilliant.
So, are you gonna do a video, Steve? Are you scanning in all your dupes before you move and seeing how much money that you get on?
No, because then it means that you can't carry them, and I want you to carry them.
What, to CEX, so we can...
No, not the CEX. Steve the van never made it to the house.
Yeah.
But I'll see you later. Well, no, because I'm boxing them up. I'm not sorting them until I get there, really.
So how do you feel? You've got the choice of Life in the Dream House or Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, Super Mario Brothers, okay.
Oh, see, you can see that behind him there, right next to Barbie Mariposa.
I reckon we should let the chat vote.
Start off the chat vote. No, we're going with Super Mario Brothers.
Chat, vote 1 for Mario Brothers. Vote 2 for Barbie.
No, this is right. This is not drinking with Andrew. However, on a serious point, drinking with Andrew tomorrow is a big one, isn't it, mate?
Tomorrow, I am with something that I said I would never let in my house again.
Yes, he's got one. Yes, I messaged you earlier.
Tomorrow is the return of the skipping rope and the onion.
I'll have to fucking find the skipping rope now.
And now you've got space in the living room. We can see you skip properly.
So, as we know, currently the Russians have invaded Ukraine. Obviously, terrible crisis for the people of Ukraine, etc. So I'm going to try and raise some money for charity to help support them. Many people fleeing their homes, probably running the shirt on the back. Terrible stuff. So let's try and help them. If we can even help just one poor Ukrainian person by me eating this fucking travesty. Again. Let's do it. So 8:30 p.m. tomorrow, Money Mental UK channel. Drink with Andrew special. For every £100 raised, I will eat onion.
One sec.
So you have it live on Movie Chats first, ladies and gents. Andrew's going to eat an onion tomorrow. So put your hands in your pockets and going in for a whole one. It's going to be a whole.
Not a bit of one. Unless you raise a lot of money, you have to raise a lot of money to get me to eat a whole.
Oh
one.
No!
It's a whole one. It's not like this bloody bullshit you pulled on the last one where you cut a big chunk out of it and pretended to eat it.
No, we'll have to raise I will eat for each £100 raised. I will eat onion. It's going to take some money to get me to eat a whole one, so people are going to have to dig deep.
So the first person to buy a DVD off Andrew's shop tonight can choose how much of an onion he's going to eat tomorrow. And I want to hear that cha-ching.
The Barbie DVDs don't count though, because I don't want to lose money. You can buy any DVD, but you're not buying a freaking Barbie one. That don't count.
Right, so I'll go out tomorrow, Andrew, and I'll buy a bottle of Southern Comfort, and I'll come and join you.
There we go.
So all we have to do is buy a DVD. That seems cheaper than the last time, did it?
It is cheaper than the last time, and everyone paying a £5.
You obviously don't like them very much. Let's have a look.
Apart from the Barbie DVD,
These are terrible, mate.
I mean, let's be honest. I've just bought a DVD from myself, so I'm not have control.
Just so you know, ladies and gents, there's the link to his store. You've probably already got it saved already. But there you go. No shameless plugs on this channel. Evening, Martin.
Visit the Money Mental UK store, buy a DVD, and decide how much onion I eat. All proceeds on DVD sales will go into my pocket, though, not to your fame. I will be setting up a Just Giving page. I just need to identify the best charity that's on Just Giving.
Just Giving or Just Give Me?
Definitely Just Giving. It's going to be proper legit. I've spoken to the Russian cyber specialist to get it set up right. So, yeah, we're going to get a Just Giving page set up. That's it. Just Giving page set up to find a charity that's supporting Ukraine. At the minute, it's looking like it'll be the Red Cross because they've got a Ukrainian appeal going, but we might identify something different tomorrow. I need to research it further.
Can I just point out that our chat's that boring? They're still talking about New Kids on the Block in our chat.
Well, you have an offer there on a DVD, Andrew.
Yeah, I've got to accept it though, don't you?
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
I was fair.
If it's Life in a Dream House.
No, it's not.
New offer on. Oh, fucking! I don't even know where that DVD is. So that's going to go with. Oh.
Don't be getting Hermes to mark it as delivered, yeah?
No, fucking having that again. Christ. This isn't going Hermes. You could have it Royal Mail.
So he's just accepted it and he's just marked it as dispatched.
Yeah, literally before I paid for it.
It's just done, gone. What have you bought?
Tenenber. I don't know. It just looked interesting.
I've had a listing removed as a counterfeit item. What the fuck? What item have I got that's counterfeit?
Knowing you lost most of it.
The Beach Boys Sunshine Dream cassette album. Oh, that's not fucking counterfeit. Jesus Christ.
So, are you looking forward to watching the Batman next week, Andrew?
No. I don't think I will be watching. Well, I'll see what the reviews are like, but I'm not a fan of Robert Pattinson being the Batman, as we know.
I'm dragging Lana.
I think it'll surprise us.
I'm going to drag Lana to see it. I'm looking forward to it, to be honest.
I like I say, I think he'll be good. I think he'll do it justice. That is paid for now. I want the whole onion 8.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
Excuse me. What was the deal?
Do I need to buy one so you can get half and I get half?
I thought the deal was literally you buy.
I've got one onion. I'm not gonna eat one onion after a £5 DVD sale, am I? I'm trying to raise money for charity.
Right, I see. But don't expect anything else. That's not you got it anymore.
Right. I need to get eBay's chat up here now. For fuck's sake, counterfeit fucking tape.
But yeah, guys, don't forget. Yeah, don't forget to check him out tomorrow. What time are you doing it, Andrew?
8:30 p.m. Money Mental UK YouTube channel. We shall be, Yeah, I can't say I'm looking forward to it really because I'd be lying.
Have you just removed all your DVDs off your store? Because I've just tried to search DVD in the Monumental UK and it come up saying no searches found.
No, they are on there. I did the same thing and just searched DVD on Monumental.
Oh, there you go. Barbie Life in a Dream House. £1.99 with free postage with 10% off as well. Yeah, you try.
And I can still ship it and make 4p profit. It's amazing.
Right, oh, there we go.
Here we go. Here's Barbie.
And on and on.
No, has she gone?
This is somebody here to settle the Mark Wahlberg debate that the chat have been having.
Yeah, I agree with you, Peter. Patterson will definitely be better than Clooney.
Okay, am I right? Man to be better than Clooney. Christ.
Definitely.
I don't know what to do with that. How do I get it right?
Oh, you've got enemy behind enemy lines there. That's a good film.
New studies available on Prolific.
Oh, I'm just going to email Facebook for Business on this fucking moving freaking the Backstreet Boys cassette saying it's counterfeit. Fuck's sake.
Is it a cassette? Yeah.
Yeah. A 30-year-old cassette and it's saying it's counterfeit.
Wow.
Probably because they never released it on cassette.
It took a picture of the cassette and it says mixtape on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a mixtape.
Oh, there we go.
Well, no, doesn't look like she's joining us. Just for you guys in the chat, it's Lainey trying to pop on, but it looks like she's having a bit of difficulty here.
If Richard would like to pop on instead, just to put his point of view across.
Yeah, let's get it from Richard before Lainey can get hers working.
Get on there, Richard.
He has a clip, Richard.
I'm tempted to buy the Blues Brothers off you, Andrew, but you'll kill me because I've already got that.
Oh, you don't want duplicates, mate. You get.
I don't want to pull a little
ridiculed for that.
Bits off it.
Get ridiculed for it.
Yeah, Patterson's better than Clooney, but I don't think he's going to be better than Bale. That's the problem.
I was watching what was it? It was one of the YouTube channels. It was like, what the fuck happened to, and it's a certain movie. And it was I watched one about Batman Returns and Batman, and sort of what went into production with them, and all the sort of niggly bits about like Jack Nicholson wanted to be top billing, and he really wasn't interested in doing that movie at all. And then he ended up getting a deal where he got top billing and he got a certain percent of the merchandise, which the merchandise ended up being like £90 million worth of merchandise. Hey Chris, thanks for joining. Eventually, no, thanks for coming in, bud. But yeah, it was interesting just how much money he made off that, just for the back off going.
Didn't Schwarzenegger do that with Twins?
Possibly.
Didn't he ask for a percentage of the take instead of a wage, and he ended up with a lot more money than he would have done with the film?
I think that'd be an interesting topic to sort of look at, really, and see how many demands these people had and sort of what it was. But yeah, like I say, I mean, they literally, it was everywhere, wasn't it? Especially the first one. I think the first and the second one. It's like Burton didn't want to come back and do another one, and he worked out that some sort of deal with that. But they were adamant on Jack Nicholson. You know,
Scarlett Johansson, didn't it? Fucking
It
released
was
the film
somebody-
on streaming service. Oh no! Sorry, you contracted to cover that. Never mind.
Yeah. Is she still? Is she? Is that done with now? That.
That's
She
done
settled
with.
out of court.
Wow.
Well, as I said to you last week, though, there's a studio. Is it Roadhouse? Was it Village Roadhouse or something like that? Whoever it was suing Warner Brothers over the Matrix.
Hey, Steve-O. Yeah.
Because it's only made half of what it was produced at. So they've made no money on it. So they're suing the studio on the release policy.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be in cinemas for a certain amount of time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And there was a certain amount of releases supposed to happen.
And everything else at the same time. Village Roadhouse. That was it. I just looked at my notes from last week.
Yeah, but like I said, there's a few of those sort of things that you sort of stumble across every so often. It's quite interesting to me, just how many of these actors have these particular clauses in. You know, but yeah, they were interesting. If you ever see them at the, I think it's like What the Fuck Happened to Batman and What the Fuck Happened to Batman Returns. They were a good 20-30 minutes sort of review thing, but it's interesting just how much was involved. It's the same as the guy who played Harvey Dent in that original movie. He was signed up to play him again.
Yeah.
The coloured gentleman, I forget what he's called now. But they'd signed him up to play him again. But when it went to Batman and Robin,
Tommy Lee Jones was
Batman Forever. When he went to Batman Forever, obviously because he was signed up to play Harvey Dent, period, for another film, and nobody else should have played him, but they didn't tell him and put Tommy Lee Jones in there. And then to sort of smoothen it off a bit, I think he played Two-Face in Lego Batman or something like that. That was literally his contracted, to fulfill that contract.
So we're talking now then, obviously, about
Hey, Matt.
Batman and different versions of characters. Who was your favourite version of Bane? Because the one from Batman Forever, for me,
That was terrible.
Well, he was a scarier version of Bane than the one that we got in the Nolan versions.
Yeah.
Everything involving Nolan is scary, let's be honest.
I mean, I like Tom Hardy as an actor. I just wish they'd done something about the voice, because it's not always easy to understand it. And I believe it is better on release than it was originally in the cinemas. So they did do something. No, it's not, Chris. We're just talking about Batman. But yeah, I do prefer that original, the second Bane, because the first one I didn't like at all with Poison Ivy and Bane.
Actually, it's a question for Chris. Chris, is your copy of Hologram from the King actually unwrapped now? Have you watched it? After, we
both watched it, and I think it's the weakest Tom Hanks film.
Yeah.
And that's saying something, because you've got Castaway, where he doesn't really say anything to anybody most of the film.
I don't know. I enjoy Castaway.
Oh, I do like it, but what I'm saying is that there's a lot more dialogue in this film. Yeah, it's not good, is it? It's not one of his good ones.
Who was it that shared the picture with Wilson in Iceman?
Me.
Was it you?
Me. It's good though. I saw it. I was like, I've got to show Chris that, but it's yeah, it was good. Only a couple of days ago, wasn't it? So it says the actor that played Wilson in Castaway is the same actor that played the volleyball scene. Played the volleyball scene in Top Gun.
Apologies, Peter. Yes, it was Batman and Robin, not Batman Forever. Apologies.
What's that? The Clooney one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the version of Bane in that Batman was a lot scarier than the version of Bane that we got in
No, he was campy as well.
But he is meant to be a wrestler that's been chemically enhanced and
Yeah.
outraged, and all we got from Bane and Tom Hardy was a jacked up bloke that lived in a pothole for 10 years.
Well, did he though? Was he the one that escaped?
No, well, you find out it wasn't him that escaped, don't you? You find out it was her that escaped, and he just helped her.
What films in Tom Hanks doing this year? What?
What film is Tom Hanks doing this year?
None, he's dead.
He's not dead. Although I remember vividly, it was all over the news when he got COVID, wasn't it?
Mm.
I'm sure, like, there must be other people who got COVID and not bothered telling anyone. But him, he gets it. Big time deal.
Oh, well,
Right, here we go. I'm about to launch an exclusive in the chat. Boom. The Just Giving page for the Ukrainian appeal is live. Just slash fundraising slash drinking with Andrew Ukraine. Just in case
There
you
you
decide
go.
to do anything.
If you raise £100 on this one, Andrew, I'll watch a fucking musical for you. How's that?
If I raise £100 on it, you can watch Barbie the Dream House.
I'll even put a live watch party on the channel watching Barbie in the Dream House.
It's only 16 minutes long.
I don't know. The what I was going to say, Tom Hanks movies now. Where do you see Tom Hanks going in his movies now? Because obviously he's already played the loving dad and the uncle and everything else. Is he going to be like the Robert De Niro playing the granddad next?
No, I think he'll go the way Clint Eastwood does. I think he'll go into directing, won't he?
I think he'll be in a romantic comedy / drama film himself called Asteroid City.
A romantic.
All right. And what
Scarlett Johansson. Hang on a second. Hang on. This just got interesting. You got Scarlett Johansson in there as well as Margot Robbie. Oh, aye.
So is this one of those computer game wannabe films again, is it?
Honestly, I don't know, mate. It's literally, I've just stumbled across it. But it's a 2022 film called Asteroid City. What's it say on IMDb? Plot unknown. Brilliant. Wes Anderson. It's a Wes Anderson film. Next one says entrepreneur's latest secret little project.
In which way is your mate working on Barbie, Rich? Because that could go a whole different direction.
His missus is called Barbie.
Bill Murray's in it.
Oh, yeah.
That's a reason to watch.
Yeah, Bill. Yeah, new.
Although if it's like that fucking Lost in Translation, I felt lost in translation watching that, to be honest.
Yeah, I love me a bit of Margot Robbie film, so that's definitely going to be watched. Along with Scarlett Johansson as well. Hey, guys. Tom Hanks is the new Elvis in the new Elvis film.
Playing the
Yes. I've seen a few trailers to that, actually, the Elvis film.
I've heard that Tom Hanks will be appearing on Drinking with Andrew tomorrow if we raise £500. True story.
Is that with Pamela and her 5 mates?
Yeah.
No, legitimate, the real Tom Hanks will be on there all the way from Australia or wherever he's living now. Some desert island somewhere. Exclusive guest appearance. What more can you ask for?
Now, I noticed how you did that on our channel, just in case anyone gets pulled up for anything, it'll be me. Yeah, cheers, mate.
Too right.
False advertising.
I'm not risking my channel.
I don't know. I don't know.
So yes, you heard it here first. Tom Hanks' next film appearance is in the Money Mental UK movie.
Mm.
I'm just on the phone to his agent now. Hello? Yeah, is Tom still on for tomorrow? Yeah? Yeah, we'll start about 8:30. Tell him not to come until he's had a couple of drinks, though. You know, we don't want him too sober.
What is going on? Is he on the phone to Tom
He's
Hanks?
pretending to be on the phone to Tom Hanks' agent.
Yeah.
He's not pretending. He would ring him.
Speaking of Pamela, did you watch Pamela and Tommy? Or Tommy
No,
and
not
Pamela
yet. I want to though. What do you reckon?
It's on fucking Disney Plus. It's not really pornographic enough for me.
Well, it's Stars, isn't it? It's not Disney, it's Stars. It just happens to be broadcasted on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
They've advertised it a lot, but I've not watched it yet.
I don't think they're going to show you the full video, Andrew. I don't think it's going to be
that.
I
What's
think
the point then? You know, they've got to. You know, I don't mind if it's a live reenactment using the current cast. Obviously not Pamela and Tommy Lee as they are now because they're about 80. But if they use the stars in it now, doing a live reenactment, I'll watch. Otherwise, what's the point?
Hmm. Did you watch Book of Boba Fett?
No.
Yes. How could you not watch?
From a Star Wars fan, what did you think?
It's all right, isn't it? I mean, to be honest, I would have actually preferred it if they hadn't decided to do season 2.5 of The Mandalorian halfway through. You know, it's great seeing. I won't do any spoilers, but it's great seeing some of the people who turned up in it. But actually, I'm watching it for Boba Fett.
Yeah,
and I didn't get to see a lot of Boba Fett, so that was annoying for me, really.
Yeah,
because he was off filming parts of Mandalorian season 3.
Yeah.
So that's why there was the crossover episodes, wasn't it? Because he was filming that, and he's in the Kenobi series as well, isn't he?
And I'm just like, you know, give me the actual fucking series that my accountant has paid money for me to watch. But
yeah,
no, I did enjoy it. I thought the 2 episodes that The Mandalorian was in were really good episodes. They were just in the wrong series.
Yeah.
That was my only problem, because I thought they were good. They were great, you know. Probably better than the Boba Fett episodes, to be honest. But I wanted to see Boba Fett. That's what I'm watching it for Boba. It's called freaking Boba Fett.
Yeah. Well,
I won't find this.
You know, that's what you get. You see, when you've got an actor that plays about 40 million clone troopers.
Yeah. I mean, what they should do, really? I mean, they've got enough money now, right? They're spending a couple of £1 billion or whatever it is on acquiring whatever films, series, franchise, etc. Surely to God, they can afford to pay for some human cloning. You know, they could create their own clone app. They just clone him, then they don't have any issues, do they? You know, somebody needs to have a word with Walt or whoever's in charge these days. Probably not Walt, let's be honest. He's probably been dead a while. But, you know, whatever Mickey Mouse is in charge now, have a word. Human cloning. Obviously, if they do that, I want 10% of the proceeds because it was my idea and intellectual property. And although I've said it on the Movie Chat channel, I take full ownership of anything that I say on any channel.
Right.
I don't know where they'll take Star Wars now, because obviously we've had, because this is in between the original trilogy and the sequel trilogy, so we know what happens in the sequel trilogy. So I don't know how they can take that out, because obviously we know Mandalore doesn't come back as a planet.
Right. So,
well, I'm hoping that what they do is they take a nuclear missile. Russia can probably do this actually, and launch it at Lucasfilm or Arts or whatever they're calling themselves now, and destroy all evidence of the new trilogy.
Should we be watching Superman 4 at the minute? Quest for Peace. quick one though. I was just looking at talking about earlier on about the Fox movies. So
Yeah.
the ones that got cancelled, you've got Chronicles 2, Magic the Gathering,
No,
Mega
loss.
Man, Assassin's Creed 2,
No loss.
another sort of reboot of Flash Gordon,
Big loss.
McLean. What's that?
The world needs more Flash Gordon. What they should do though is they should do a sequel now with Dolph Lundgren as he currently is, and Brian Blessed and all the rest.
Hmm.
It wasn't Dolph Lundgren, though, was it?
It wasn't Dolph Lundgren.
Wasn't
Dolph
Dolph
Lundgren
Lundgren.
wasn't in.
Oh, Sam Jones. I mean, they should do a fucking thing with Sam
Dolph
Jones.
Lundgren.
It's because you're talking about Dolph Lundgren earlier. It's in my head.
Yeah, the McLean movie,
Yeah.
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and the Sandlot prequel.
Now, is the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen the sequel or remake of the one early 2000s?
It's probably going to be a reboot, isn't it? Is that
Sean Connery's dead, isn't he? So they can't do a sequel.
Yeah, but he played Quatermain, didn't he? So you could have it with the other characters because Jacqueline Hyde, he's still alive, isn't he? The bloke that played Jacqueline Hyde. The young American bloke that was in The Musketeers, he was in it, so he's still about. You just don't have it with Quatermain.
Not possible.
She says this was another big disappointment at the box office for Alan Moore, the creator of the original comics. Personally, seeing Tom Sawyer fight alongside a vampire Invisible Man, the original scientist with breathtaking anger issues, and a couple of immortals, a hell of a good time, but not many others agreed. I think about 17 people. So it would have been a reboot. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen definitely would have been a reboot.
I think a film that deserves a remake. Back to the Future.
No.
Matt Selstuff's just said the same. Rumor is there could be a new Back to the Future.
No.
Back to the Future, right? And who I would have as the leading man, right? Forget about Martin J. Fox because he's basically fucked now, isn't he? So as the leading man, me.
Would you not have Michael J. Fox as the new Doc Brown?
No, because Christopher Lloyd's still around, isn't he?
No. But you could, instead of having Christopher Lloyd come out, you could roll Michael J. Fox out, couldn't you? He could be. Oh shit! You found what I did.
Would it be his kid?
Yeah.
Would it be?
Yeah. So having both. Yes, excellent idea. Yeah, right. That's what we're doing. Right. So you've heard it here first, folks. Back to the Future remake is happening. Where I am the new Michael J. Fox, but obviously a middle-aged version. Michael J. Fox will also be in there as a middle-aged version, but he's obviously in a wheelchair. Christopher Lloyd is returning. What's the one Michael J. Fox was banging? Is she still hot these days?
I really hope. The only way they could do another Back to the Future would be like a direct sequel sort of thing off number 2, I think.
Forget number 3 exists.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they destroyed the car for a start. But
Elizabeth Shue. Thanks, Matt.
It could be about the future. Do you know what I mean? It could be a direct sort of although they sorted it out in number 2, they still had kids together and everything. And
was she the one that was in Cobra Kai this season? Elizabeth Shue.
I'm having a look on the Google now because I don't. She's still all right. Yeah, she's not a bad-looking lady. She's 58 now, Shabba, for Christ's sake. Right now,
yeah.
Was she the one from Hollow Man? She was in Hollow Man, wasn't she?
I think she was. I think so. Yeah.
Kevin Bacon and the Invisible Man type story.
She was in a film in 2020.
Leaving Las Vegas she was in, that's a difficult film to watch. But one of Nicolas Cage's best, that.
They're in Piranha 3D, apparently.
Yeah, she was in Hologram, 2000 Hologram. Piranha 3D, yeah, that's true.
I remember being in Piranha 3D. Chris will remember, though. He's probably masturbated over that.
I think that was a nice touch, though, putting her in Cobra Kai, you know. Bringing her back.
I'm getting a bit bored of this Cobra Kai bullshit now, because every season it's who are they bringing back from the original film? Come up with some original fucking characters. Give me something to watch.
Well, the kids are all original characters.
But it's not like a tug back on nostalgia, is it, by bringing back all these characters 20 years, 40 years after the original film?
You don't know.
There's no need for it.
This may be a controversial opinion, but I'm not a fan of Karate.
Well, you're not one for controversy, Andrew.
No, I'm not a fan of Karate Kid, so I haven't bothered with Cobra Kai.
Wow.
I enjoy Cobra Kai. I just don't want to see every character that said a line in any one of the original 3 films make an appearance at Cobra Kai. There's no need for it. Someone walks past Daniel in school, and all of a sudden he's got a big part in bloody Cobra Kai.
I've never watched it.
Okay.
I'll tell you what I have watched. I watched Wu Assassin.
That was quite good.
Yeah, I enjoyed that, but I've just watched the film that they've done now instead of a season 2. Fucking, I hate things that haven't got a plot. But as far as I could work out, it's just like, well, I don't know if you've seen it or not. Somebody's died. He was a critical character in season 1. And then they're just going around. All of a sudden, they've got kung fu abilities. They're all fucking Wu assassins now. I don't quite know how that works out, because they definitely weren't in the first season. But in the space of a matter of weeks, they're kung fu masters.
Right.
And that's it.
Okay, so we it's a big stick of miserable about it. That's it. See, Chris, I'm
not miserable. I just don't like kid films, and I don't like musicals. How is that being miserable?
Oh, what can I say? I'm sorry you're having to be subjected to this, Chris. But anyway,
I don't like musicals either.
Should we look at wrapping it up, matey?
Why, have you got something else to do tonight?
Well, no, other than eat and not pass out from a hypo. But it's all right if you want to crack on. Let's carry on. Let's see how long it lasts.
Let's put Steve in a hypo shock and live.
Let's just see how long it lasts, shall we?
Yeah.
I think that's probably the best idea.
Yeah, let's carry on.
The bet is on now, just for Andrew's fun.
Right then, ladies and gents. Just while I remember, there was 26 of you that watched via YouTube. Watched via Facebook last week. Come over to YouTube and come and join into the chat. There's so much more going on in the chat that you guys don't see on Facebook and stuff like that. So although it's a great introduction to the show, then please feel free to come and like and subscribe onto YouTube, and you'll see us live.
Please like if you can, guys. It really helps the channel.
We are also, like I say, we are on the Facebook on the Movie Chats and Film Geeks page, and we are Instagram on Movie Chats 2021. For those of you that will be lucky enough, we will be making an appearance on Andrew's Drinking with Andrew tomorrow night. So please come and support that. It's going to be for a good cause.
It will be a laugh. Definitely.
Plus, will be a laugh if there's going to be a bottle of Southern Comfort consumed as well somewhere.
An onion. There will be an onion.
And an onion, yes. This week's homework, we will be watching Super Mario Brothers, and we'll be reviewing 1993. So hopefully we should have something else to talk about. 2020 was a bit of a washout, as we found
definitely
earlier on. So we'll see you around in all the normal places.
Thank you, guys.
And on everyone else's channels. We'll catch you soon. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.